Hey everybody, how are you guys doing today? Hope you're doing awesome. This is a first for me, so I have like 150 videos and I've never done a favorites, like a monthly favorites. So that is what I'm doing this month. This is the November favorites. And I already have my Christmas stuff up, so sorry about that because it's December 1st. And I basically put my Christmas stuff up like a week ago. Still have my sunflowers up over here, so it's still kind of November. If you guys want to see more of these, let me know and I will do one every month or every month that I feel like I have something to show you. First favorite, this is kind of dirty, but dude, this sponge is amazing. So this is the Real Techniques sponge. It's basically the equivalent to the Beauty Blender, and honestly this one is just as soft. I have tried a lot of different sponges like that are not the Beauty Blender and that are not this one, and they all are just kind of hard. I love this. I love this so much. I've been using this a lot and I just feel like I can get my foundation so much more full coverage. It's so beautiful and it's really good for the concealer under my eyes. This is awesome and it's $5. Literally like $6 rounded up. Totally awesome. I suggest this if you're looking for a sponge and you don't want to pay $20 for the Beauty Blender. This one is awesome. I bought some hand soaps for my house. I have 2 bathrooms, so I bought some during the summertime. One of them was like mango Mai Tai or something like that, and I don't know, I just don't like the smell of it on my hands. I like the smell of it when I was smelling the container, you know, like smelling it in the store, I liked it, but both of them that I bought for our bathrooms, I just like fucking hated both of them on my hands. So I'm like, ugh. So I bought Japanese Cherry Blossom, and because I just love the fragrance in the first place, I was unsure about how I like it on my hands. I'm really weird about fragrance on my hands because I tend to touch my face a lot, and if it mixes with the oils on my face, for some reason things just smell bad. So this is a fragrance that I do like. I guess I just tend to stick with fresher fragrances in general for my skin. I don't really like vanillas, I don't like sweet things, it's really weird. But Japanese Cherry Blossom has been my favorite. I haven't used very much of it because I'm like, oh, I love it, I don't want to have to buy another one because I'm cheap. But I love the smell of this, and this one has been my favorite for November and probably will be December and January and February. So Japanese Cherry Blossom, beautiful fragrance. I'm like a fragrance weirdo. I love scents of any sort. So this has been one of my favorites for the last few months, but especially in November. This is the Better Homes and Gardens Pure White Woods. This fragrance just smells so good, and these are actually really strong. These, this fragrance is like masculine, but it's just so fresh and clean, and it's really strong. So usually 1 cube will do, and I'll be able to use it, like burn it a few times, or warm it a few times. But I love this fragrance. You should smell it if you go to Walmart. Typically that's where these are sold. It's just like the perfect soft masculine fragrance without being like Axe or like a cologne or something. It's so good. Pure White Woods. Fave. Give it a whiff. Give it a sniff. So this next favorite is a pair of shoes. So these I've been trying to keep non-stinky because I just need to wear footies with them basically so they don't start to smell. But these are from Forever 21. I believe they were $25, but I just love these so much. They're so cute. They have a really kind of a dainty bow on them. They're just so cute. These have been my favorite. I think I got them at the beginning of November. The only thing that's dookie about suede is that it kind of scuffs easily. So I've been trying to kind of rub it with my fingers, but it scuffs. But these are so cute and I really love them. So these are my favorite shoes in November. They may still have them in stores, I'm not sure, but I got them obviously the beginning of last month. So they're like a month old, so yeah. So this is the Anastasia Dipbrow in Ebony. Now, I'm really weird about my brows. This color is actually like a brown black. It's not quite black, which, because my hair is black, I really like black eyebrows and not brown eyebrows with black hair because to me that's really weird. But this is a brown black, and usually I'll use this and just kind of press a black matte eyeshadow on top, which is something I would always do anyway. But if I want to have like more natural brows, which I feel like I have a more natural brow today because it's lighter at the front and you can almost see my hairs that I go over with mascara like darker than the rest of it. But for a natural brow day, I've been really loving the Dipbrow again. It's been in my makeup set for a little while and it kind of goes unused some months, used some months, you know, like we all do with products. But I've been really loving the Anastasia Dipbrow. So my next favorite, I have a lot of favorites, Floss. as weird as that is. I've been using the Glide floss for a while, but I've been using it in the little container, you know, that you have to pull the floss out, like regular floss. But these are amazing, dude. So they're basically like toothpicks and a floss all in one, and they're nice because I feel like I would waste so much floss trying to get it wrapped around my fingers so that I can floss properly. But these are awesome, and they smell minty and taste minty, but they are basically just like floss things. And then you're like, It's awesome. I love these. These, I will definitely be repurchasing these once the bag's over, because I feel like they don't like rip my gums and they taste good and they're just way easier to use. I'm gonna jump in and do a few skincare things. So the Glam Glow Mud to Foam face wash has been one of my favorites for a few months, but I've really been using it a whole lot in November, because I typically will use this during my period or during when I'm kind of hormonal, because for some reason since I got married in July, I've had like the same breakouts in this area here every single month, the same pimples in the same spot. And I feel like I've been using this during those hormonal times, and I have had I'm gonna knock on wood somewhere. This month, dude, I have had no big pimples this month, and I feel like this is the culprit. Like, I don't know, like I'll wash my face, get all my makeup off, and then I always typically wash my face twice. I need to do a skincare routine so bad, and I will. I just feel like I don't have the proper video set up for me to film it in my bathroom. But I'll pump off a little bit and then just literally put it in my T-zone and let it dry. I'll brush my teeth and everything while I'm letting it kind of dry, and then I'll rinse it off. But I feel like it exfoliates really well, and whatever is in here smells super good. Like it's almost like a minty eucalyptus-ish, but it's very cooling and almost tingling, and I freaking love it. This stuff is awesome, and I've just been using this more recently. But yeah, this is the Glam Glow Super Cleanse Mud to Foam face wash mask shit thing. But love it. This stuff is awesome. I highly suggest you go to Sephora, get a sample of it. Try a sample first. So this has been my favorite moisturizer. I literally don't even want to try anything else because it's just so awesome, and it's the only thing that like doesn't make me break out. I feel like I'm not an oil slick because of it. So this is the Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer in the sensitive skin formula. Now, I don't really know if I have sensitive skin or not, but better safe than sorry, right? It soaks in really, really well. Sometimes they'll even do 2 layers of it. It says it won't clog pores, hypoallergenic, fragrance-free, alcohol-free. So I freaking love this stuff. This has been the best moisturizer I've ever used. Okay, so I've had this lip scrub for a while. This is the Lush popcorn lip scrub. I was kind of weird about, or unsure about it when I first purchased it. I was like, whatever, this is kind of weird because it's popcorn, but I really love it. And it's something I've had for a few months, but I haven't really used it a whole lot until this month because my lips have been dry. I used a lot of liquid lipsticks last month, and my lips have just been dry, so I love this stuff, popcorn lip scrub. And I have a whole bunch left. I really have barely even touched the surface of this thing. But it's so good. It's like, I just love sweet and salty combinations. So if you want to try something, I think you can get samples of it at Lush too. And I believe it is $9.99. But I've been totally loving this Lush popcorn lip scrub. I have tried a whole bunch of dry shampoos. And I started out with the Dove dry shampoo, and I felt like I liked it. I was like, yeah, this stuff is awesome. And then I tried the Tresemme dry shampoo, and that stuff smells really great. I was like, yeah, this is okay, but I didn't feel like you got a whole lot in it. And then I tried the Batiste, whatever, voted #1 dry shampoo for a freaking reason. This is the best dry shampoo I have ever tried. And I believe a little while ago, probably like a month ago, I didn't see this in Walgreens, so I was like, okay, I'll get the Not Your Mother's dry shampoo, because everybody said that one was good too, because they didn't have this one, and I just really needed dry shampoo. So I got that one, and needless to say, I still have the fucking can, because it's just not as good as this one. This one is so good. And I prefer the original fragrance too, which is this can. They have a floral one, and they also have one that's called like Clean or something. So the other dry shampoos, when you spray them on, it's just kind of like a powderness that chills in your hair. And when you run your fingers through your hair, it's almost like, it's like a buildup of product in there. But what I love so much about this, dry shampoo is it's almost like when you spray it in your hair, yeah, it does leave a white cast, but if your hair is oily, it's gonna soak it up. and it's not going to be there for very long. So I'm totally fine with the white cast, even though my hair is black, but I feel like it like balls up on my scalp and really just like sticks, and then I can rub my head and the balls will fall out. It's awesome. It doesn't leave this like weird remnants. I just feel like when you shake it out, like the balls come out and your hair is just clean. There's nothing left behind like every other dry shampoo I've ever used. So this one is my absolute favorite. If you are a dry shampoo lover like I am, I try to not wash my hair as much as possible. So the Batiste dry shampoo is my absolute favorite. Highly suggest it. Out of everything that I'm going to show you today, this is my favorite product. Batiste. Yeah, dry shampoo. Dry shampoo! Okay, so I have another fragrance thing. Now, I don't actually have a full size of this. When I worked for Sephora, Pharell Williams came out with a fragrance, and it's called Girl. I have a little sample of it here. But it's called Girl. I have a tiny little thing here, which I don't want to be gone, but I love it so much. This is like my favorite fragrance ever. And I feel like it's kind of weird because none of the other girls at Sephora freaking liked it. I'm like the only person that likes it, which is weird. But one thing that's really weird is it's supposed to be a unisex fragrance, but I don't know why it's called Girl if it's supposed to be a unisex fragrance. They should have called it like It or something. But regardless, I freaking love this fragrance. It's so good. It's almost feminine, almost masculine. Something it reminds me of is like sandalwood and Jolly Rancher cherry. If you've ever thought about cherry flavors, which flavors are very close to fragrance because it's like the same thing. Jolly Rancher cherry is a very particular cherry. You will never ever find that cherry anywhere else. It's just so good, and it lasts a really long time, so I'm really cheap, so I don't want to pay for it, but maybe I'll ask for it for Christmas, like a big bottle of it. But yeah, Pharrell Williams Girl fragrance, so good. Another favorite, which I just finally repurchased. If you see in my other videos as I'm doing my highlight, like this thing is like basically gone, so I finally got a new one. But this is my favorite highlight of all time. It is the Physicians Formula Powder Palette Mineralized Glow Pearls in Translucent Pearl. So basically it's just like, if you're white, like literally white like me, this is the best highlight because it's not yellow tone, it's not golden, because I'm not golden, I'm really white. So this is just really pigmented, super duper beautiful. And if you're really white, it's just the perfect glowiness without making you look stupid, basically. The store I work at a store called Subculture. It's locally owned here in Jacksonville, Florida. But these are Kiss sunglasses, like Kiss, like the brand is Kiss. I freaking love these sunglasses. I'm going to show you all of them. I have 4 favorites that I've been kind of wearing a whole lot this month. So this is the first pair. Yeah, my ring light. But it's like almost a turtle shell, but they're circle frames. And I love these. I love them. I bought a matte black pair. So this pair is also super duper awesome. Looks nice with my face, I think. And then I have 2 cat eye pairs. These are all Kiss brand sunglasses, which you can just look up Kiss sunglasses and you'll find them all. They're really cheap, but the quality is really nice. So I have the cat eye, which is my favorite. So these are super duper awesome. Got them in black. And then I also have them in brown. You know, gotta get brown too, because sometimes you want to go to Brown Town and you just gotta go. So yeah. So I have a few more things. These will be the last things, I promise. It's almost over. So in November, I know I'm wearing red right now because I gotta go to work today. But I've been really loving brown lipsticks, especially with the green that I've had in my hair, even though it's kind of fading now. I need to redo it. But I've been really loving oranges and browns. So this is one, I'm not in love with the like anything about this lipstick but the color. So this is the Rimmel Show Off Lip Velvets, and it's basically matte, but this is an orange color. I kind of rock this a lot. Really love the color of that, not the consistency or the wearing power of it. It kind of blows. But the Wet n Wild lipsticks, this one is in dark wine. Really loving the dark reds that are more brown toned. Love this one. The NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, always a fan of these. These are still like my favorite ever. I haven't been wearing a whole bunch of liquid lipsticks in November just because I feel like they dry out my lips. So I've really been going back to using actual lipstick, which I'm happy about, and I will probably continue to do that this month too. I just don't like how they hollow out and it looks like you have an asshole on your lips. Yeah. So I don't mind reapplying. I'm really not opposed to reapplying, and I really only need to do it like once or twice because these lipsticks are awesome. Anyway, so NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. I just bought these towards the end. I bought 3 of them. I was going to do a review, but then I got lazy. So this is the Jordana Modern Matte Lipstick, even though the label's already coming off, and I haven't even had it very long. But they're matte. But it's really pretty, and I've been really loving this matte brown color too. So Ben has Amazon Prime. I don't have Amazon Prime. I don't need it, but he orders a lot through Amazon, so we have Amazon Prime. And there is a show that we've been watching. So it's called Man in the High Castle. So basically, I won't ruin it for you, but it is World War II. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. So basically, instead of the US winning World War II, the Germans, so the Nazis, basically, the Germans and the Japanese won. So it's about Hitler, and he's like dying. For some reason, me and my husband really like World War II stuff. That has always been really interesting to me, so we watched it. But yeah, basically the Germans and the Japanese won. So the US is run by Germans and Japanese. So it's really interesting if you like that sort of thing. I would just watch the previews for it, but they have the whole season out and we already watched the whole season, so I'm kind of sad that it's over and now I probably have to wait like a year for it to come back, but I have been really loving Man in the High Castle, so you should watch that. For a music favorite, Alanis Moresette. The most listened to song I have is just Uninvited by Alanis Moresette. Like I could play that on repeat all day, every day. Just freaking love that song. So yeah, that is my those are my November favorites. If you love my favorites, give me a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, you totally should, and if you are already, thanks. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you want me to do a December favorites, let me know. And thank you for watching. I love you guys. See you later. Bye. Bye-bye.